Hello and welcome back to my channel, where today I am dipping for the first time into the Glamlite Mikayla palette. This is my first time with Glamlite at all, actually, and this palette is right up my alley because I love colorful eyeshadow. So what I tried to do, because I don't have TikTok, was recreate one of Mikayla's looks just based off of a photograph, and hopefully if I did a good enough job, you then, who also may not have TikTok, will have a tutorial for that look. So if you'd like to see how I did this using this, then please stick around and I'll show you. And if you haven't been here before, hello, my name is Rachel. I'm just a homeschooling stay-at-home mom who loves to play with colorful eyeshadow. So if you like colorful content too and would like to see that sort of thing on your timeline, then please consider liking and subscribing, and you can find me on Instagram at Shimmers and Silver. Now let's get right to it. So if you've watched any videos leading up to this, you'll know that I bought the Glamlite Icing Primer at the same time as I made my Black Friday purchases, and that is what I used today. I wanted to recreate one of the purple looks that Mikayla uses when she did the promotional photographs for this palette. I don't have TikTok, so I kind of looked at the picture and guessed as far as what she did to get the purple cut crease look that she had. I'm gonna roll with that today, and hopefully it turns out looking like hers. First, I'm taking a detail crease brush, and I'm going to first dip into the shade MJ right here, and I'm going to place this in my crease and bring it all the way to the inner corner because I'm doing a cut crease look today, or half cut. So I'll start it here and then drag it through, and I will also use this color to start my cat eye shape that I like. This is the first time I'm using Glamlite. I've been so excited to try their product and to try this palette. I just love all the colors in this palette. And it's funny, I don't know anything about Mikayla. I actually had to look her up. Don't know who she is. Again, probably because I don't have TikTok. If I had TikTok, I might have known who she was. But I had to look her up. And before I looked her up, I got this palette and I was reading the shade names, and I'm like, this girl has got to be from New England, Massachusetts or Rhode Island. Whoops. I just dipped into the wrong shade. Anyway, I just knew she had to be from that area because of the shade names. I mean, my parents are both from the New England area, Massachusetts, Maine, Rhode Island, and I spent a lot of my childhood time up there for family vacations and stuff. And so I understand all of these shade name references, like Immaculate, The Best Color, Bonehead, Portuguese, Pot 2, Nas, Rhodey. I was reading these shade names and it was like traveling back to my childhood. It was so funny. I expect one of these to be called Wicked, but I don't see that, which does disappoint, to be truthful. I want one to be Wicked because when my mom gets on the phone and talks to her family up there, and then she gets off and talks to me, like she has picked up or resumed her New England accent where she's dropping her ahs and saying everything's wicked, and it just, yeah. So I saw these shade names and I was excited. And then I looked up who Mikayla was. And I think I found a YouTube interview with her where she's talking about her rise, and where she came from and how she used makeup to help build her confidence and whatnot. And I was just like, oh, that's pretty cool. This girl's cool, And she just seemed really down to earth and neat. So I congratulate her, although I'm sure she'll never ever see this video. I congratulate her for having a collaboration with Glamlite and being able to create something like this, because I'm sure that not only is it very validating, it's also probably pretty fun. Alright, so let's see. I've got this pretty heavily in my crease. I'm going to deepen it out more, but first I'll take a medium blending brush and just soften these edges a little bit. I don't remember in the photos how high she brought it. It's a little higher though. So I'm going to raise it up a little bit to just cover the edge of my brow bone with the purple color itself, and then I'll blend it more from there. Alright, now I'm going to move on. I'm going to take the same brush and dip into the shade Pot 2 right here, and I'm going to place this in my corner, I'm going to place this in my crease some more just to deepen that. And again, because I'm going to do a half cut crease, I'm going to bring that all the way to the inner corner. And I'm also going to bring that down here onto the outer portion of my lid. It's funny because this pot 2 color is definitely more of a pink leaning purple, but when you add it to this blue purple that I placed down first, the MJ color, it goes all plummy on you, all eggplanty plummy. It's very pretty. It's a really great color combination. So far I'm impressed with the Glamlite shadows. This is my first time using Glamlite anything, and I'm curious to see if the primer really helps with creasing, because this eye is more deep set than this one, so this one always gets more creased. And I would be very happy if their primer helps with creasing. Back to my blending brush. Okay, now what did she do next? Next she cut her crease. Now usually I cut my crease, I do like a faux cut crease, but today I'm gonna actually cut my crease, because I'm sure that if I were following a tutorial, she would have cut her crease. So I'm taking a small flat brush and I'm dipping into concealer, which I've placed on my hand. And I'm just gonna, well, cut my crease. Because I have slightly hooded eyes, I'm actually cutting higher than my actual crease so that the concealer doesn't transfer. It's time for some shimmer on the lid. Now, based on the picture, it looked like she had put like a white shimmer, but there are no white shimmers in this palette. So I think that she used either NARS or Manifest, and I'm gonna swatch them and try to decide which one. I think I'm gonna use NARS because it's a lighter tone. Seems more like a topper shade, but again, this is my first time using Glamlite and I'm not sure what to expect from the formulas. I'm actually also not even sure how to apply it. Like, do I use a brush? Or do I use my finger? I'm gonna try a brush. This is a larger flat C brush. I'm dipping into the shade NARS. And it's not NARS like, hit the NARS. It's NARS as in like, NARS, man. I know, I'm a huge dork. Anyway, I've dipped into the shade. I think I'm not going to spray it because I want to see how it performs dry. So I'm going to place this on the entire area where I cut my crease. Alright, now I'm going to try it with my finger and see how it performs that way. Some, like, ColourPop shadows, for example, they just do better from your finger. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So I'm going to place it on as much of the area as I can using my finger, and then I will go in for more precise lines when I get up to, like, the crease area. Right now I'm just going in with my finger all the way up to meet the purple on the outer edge. Alright, now I'm going back into the NARS color with my brush, and I'm going to use it to just paint the line where my crease is cut. I had so many palettes come in from Black Friday sales, they were all my Christmas gifts, that when I finally was able to play with them, like Christmas is over, the gifts are unwrapped, I have a stack of palettes in front of me, I actually felt overwhelmed because I had a lot. And I'm not complaining, but I kind of didn't know where to start because I hadn't built up the excitement about just one palette. It was built up about like 7 palettes. And so I didn't know where to start, and I actually went a couple of days without touching any of them because I wanted to plan in my mind, like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do first, what do I want to make a video with, what do I want to swatch first, etc. My baby is starting to wake up. You may have heard her on the monitor. She's up there probably sucking on her toes, playing with her feet or something. She's learned how to stand, and so now when I go up to get her from her naps, I find her standing triumphantly in the crib looking over the edge like, look, Mom, look what I can do. This is so cool. It's so much fun. I want to transition from the shimmer into this purple. So I'm going to take the same brush that I used for the purple. It's just a crease brush from e.l.f. I'm going to dip into the shade Frisky down here. There's a little bit of product left on here, and it is the color of this. So I'm going to dip into Frisky very lightly and just place it over the line where the purple and the shimmer meet. I saw something like this in Mikayla's photograph, and so I'm just trying to recreate it the best I can based off of what I remember. Okay, now going back in with my finger to the shade Naz, it kind of reminds me of a topper shade. I did use it obviously to cut my crease, but now I'm going to place it as a topper shade just lightly over these mattes that I'm pulling in, because I just want a gradient of both formulas as best I can. And then back in with the blending brush to the matte, and just, it's like smaller and smaller quantities, just blending them together. Hope that makes sense. Okay, I need to go get my baby. I was hoping to be done this before she woke up, but I'm not. So I'm gonna turn off the video and come back later to finish. Okay, I'm back. My baby is playing on the floor, so hopefully she doesn't wiggle the tripod. And I did a little bit of face product just to clean up under the eye because there were a lot of sparkles. Now I'm ready to do my lower lash line. Sorry, I had a bunch of things resting on the floor, and then I put my daughter there, and nothing is safe. I'm going to carry these purples down into the lower lash line. So I'm starting with the first color, MJ, with a smudger brush. And I'm gonna place this down here, and I'm gonna bring the purple about 2/3 of the way in. Meeting up with my V or my cat eye shape at the end, the wing. Just carrying MJ all the way through to that 2/3 point. Hi, what are you doing? She's crawling now. It's so much fun. She's so stinking adorable watching her crawl through the house. She's also pulling herself up onto things, which is less fun and more scary. You encourage your kid to ride a bike or learn how to roller skate, but you know that they're gonna fall down when they're doing that. And you want them to learn. I want her to learn how to walk and to build up the strength as she crawls around the floor and pulls herself up on stuff, but I don't want her to climb a bookcase. So it's just this bizarre blend of emotions. Now with the same brush, I'm dipping back into pot 2, which is this one here. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? I'm gonna put this color over the last purple, but I'm gonna keep it in the outer corner area. Sorry, baby was playing with the cord and messed up my audio. Not poke myself in the eye. I always do that. I wear glasses. And so when I'm doing these tutorials, I take off my glasses, but I don't yet have contact lenses, and so I can't really see very well as far as how close I'm getting to my eye. And so when I'm doing my lower lash line, I often end up getting powder in my eye. Same brush, dipping into that third purple Frisky. And I'm gonna put that in an even smaller area of the lower lash line, right on the outer corner. All these different tones just help bring depth, dimension, and interest to the eye look. If you have just one shadow, it's not very interesting, but if you add in layers of shadows, even if they're similar to one another, it really kind of steps the look up into the next level. Hi! You wanna say hi? Do you wanna say hi? Come here. This is the little one. Cute as a button. Will you smile? Hi, say hi. Hi, I love you. Tick it, tick it, tick it. Tick it, tick it, tick it, tick it. Yeah, you're so sweet. You need to play somewhere else. Okay, and now with a small pencil brush, I'm dipping into the shade Rhodey, this light blue matte right here. Ah! That's not me being clumsy. No, no. I'm dipping into Rhodey, And I'm placing this on my inner corner here, and then I'm going to carry it out to meet the purple. So I think that's about the eye look. I did not actually look and see what kind of a waterline color Mikayla put. I'm not sure that I would have been able to see it in the photos anyway, but I'm confident she did something. Now, you may think that I'm going to use Big Splash from ColourPop because I use it for like 40% of my eyeshadow looks. But no, I'm going to use more of a pinky plummy. I have these two from ColourPop. The top one is Boots and the bottom one is Worn Off. I can't see what the bottom one is, but it's from their Cabana Club collection. Sweetheart, no touch. Stay there. Yeah, I love you. Anyway, the top is Boots and the bottom is from ColourPop's Cabana collection. I think I'm gonna go with the Cabana one because it's a little more plummy but still has that pink element. So I'm gonna put that on my whole lower waterline. All right, and taking my original blending brush from before, I just want to soften this line right here. I don't know if you can see that, but I can, and I don't like it. So I'm just gonna sort of blend that into my skin a little bit more. And this eye look is pretty much done. I am going to go off camera and do black eyeliner and probably a wing. I'll probably check out Mikayla's photograph, and because the photo is on my camera, so I haven't seen it any of this time. I just looked at the picture and looked at the palette before I started the video to try to make my game plan. But I'm gonna look at the picture and see what she did. Hello! Yeah! I'm gonna look at the picture and see what she did for eyeliner. She probably did a wing. And then obviously she wears a lot more makeup than I do, but I'm not interested in all of that. I just wanted to recreate the eye look. And then I will add some mascara and be back. Alright guys, here is the finished look. I did look at the original photograph and Mikayla did not do a winged eyeliner, she just had false lashes. So I did a very light eyeliner up here and then I did not do a wing and I don't wear false lashes, so that is that. I also had a look at her waterline color and from what I can see in the photo, it looks like a purple, but I don't have purple, so I did the next best thing. I had so much fun creating this look. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did, and I appreciate you taking a little bit of time out of your day to come hang out with me. So thank you for being here, and don't forget you can like and subscribe and find me on Instagram, and until we see each other again, have a wonderful day. Bye! Ooh, what's that? What is that? That's something new, isn't it? Liner. I did add some mascara. No, I didn't. I didn't add mascara. I didn't add mascara. Good job! Good job. I am ready. No, I'm not. I'm not ready.